Hey guys, welcome to an all-new episode of, well, this isn't a hardcore KrawlZone episode, but I was supposed to be up into Pocatello, Idaho today, but that didn't happen because we need to do a little work on the old Juke, but we just got her all buttoned up, and me and Adventure Girl, we're going to go into mountains today, have a little adventure in this little daddy-daughter date. KrawlZone! Well, I was supposed to be up at the Vintage Jeep Rally up at Pocatello with my buddy Tim Ryan from the V8 Swap Shop, and I was hearing some funny clunking under the old Juke, and so I didn't dare take it up. So I'm just kind of testing things out, and then me and Adventure Girl are going to go for a little ride up the canyon. But here, let me show you what was clunking. Oh, I thought that was a finger, but it's just a bolt. How weird is that? When that bolt was just barely poking in, I thought it was my finger. Looks like a fingernail. This drive line is too short, and it's backwards. It should be that the slip yoke is out here on the front of the Jeep, but I turned it around because when I flex, this thing falls apart. So I wanted it to fall here on the skid plate instead of torpedoing and everything. So I got it in backwards, but it's got a little bit of movement in it because it doesn't. The splines don't go in very far. When I put in this V8, it's back a little bit farther than where the stock one should be. So I got down here because I was hearing this clunking, and this little yoke right here had come off the back of the yoke and was flopping around here. So I'm just pounding that back on. Gonna put a little grease in it, and then Adventure Girl and we're just gonna go up the local canyon, try it out. This might come apart, but we're not going anywhere that we really need four-wheel drive. We're just for fun. So anyway, I'm gonna pound that in and get on the way.
Hey guys, Adventure Girl here, and today we're heading up to Farmington Canyon, and we're just going to be jeeping around.
Alright guys, we got the old Juke. We're heading up Farmington Canyon. We're going to go up on Skyline Drive.
Hey guys, we're heading up to Farmington Canyon, up to a little pond.
There's a fun little pond up here. I don't know what it's called, but I've seen it once. We're going to go and check it out.
We can take some photos and do some photography now that summer is coming to an end and school is about to start. Look how pretty the view is from up here. It's so bouncy.
Bouncy, 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 bouncy doo.
Last time we came up here, we were with Spawn. This time it's just us.
Half press it. Focus. If not, then you turn the front. Now we're starting to get up in the tall pines. We're going to get up here to a Y, and we're going to take the right, which is a little less traveled road right here. When we get up in these high altitudes and the temperature comes down a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go through the creek. Ready?
Yep.
So we've taken the road to the right. We're heading up this Skyline Drive. You can see the road. Well, shoot, there's a cute little picnic area up here and a nice little trail. So we're gonna head up this little trail, do a little hiking, do a little photographing, and let Adventure Girl here take some pictures.
This is like the way all photographers hold the camera, because it's how you're supposed to.
Is it?
Well, at least everything I've seen.
You might be right. Yeah, let's get some pictures of these pretty flowers.
Got some ones where, Dee, I'm glad we came up here.
Yeah, cool.
That looks scrumdiddlyumptious.
Yes, it does. So I forgot, when we got our sandwich, we got a turkey sandwich, and on half of it I got some onions and some peppers and some other things. And so when we opened up our sandwich, I just grabbed one, started eating it. I get the side. So Adventure Girl grabbed the other one and she started eating it, and then she's like, wait, why are there onions and peppers? I got your side, Dad! Well, sure, just when I start recording, we hit all of the bumps. Kind of a rough little stretch of road. Holy cow! Oh. Now I know why they call it a shakedown. They shake and all your bolts fall out. Looks like we're not the only Jeep up here. Found a friend.
This is pretty. Part of me is like, this is the water's gross.
Yeah, if you look too close. So we're up here in this little draw, and all the water comes down into this little valley and made this little mountain lake. And there's a few people hiking around here, but Adventure Girl's having a real good time taking picture of every flower and all the nature she can find.
Change your focus. Looks like that. You see it?
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, there's some kind of berries. I don't know that I would eat these even if I was hungry, because I don't know what they are.
But they're
Maybe.
pretty.
I like my Harley Hanks boy.
Somewhere dragonfly? That way I can get.
No, I don't know if somebody's brought their dog up here. Chasing a little chipmunk again.
It's actually pretty good for how quick he was moving.
Yeah.
He was just there just enough time to get a photo. He's pretty.
Okay, so we've made it up here to the bigger pond. This one is definitely nicer looking water. A little island out there, and over here we've got people who are paddle boarding, and so you can bring a little paddle board or a little kayak and float up here. We should do that next time, Mace.
Yeah.
Go swimming up here. This is pretty. To the top, Adventure Girl.
Yep, we made it. It's really pretty up here.
Yeah, it's awesome. Look, you can see Antelope Island. Not much of an island anymore.
Yeah.
So if you see off there in the distance, there's radar towers that Hill Air Force Base uses when they're navigating aircraft, or so I've been told.
Cool thing with filming on phones is if you're filming and found a good spot for a picture as well, you can take a picture while filming.
So Jeeping, for me anyway, isn't about just sitting in a cool Jeep. It's about where the Jeep can take you and the things you get to see because of those four wheels. Check that out. So you see Antelope Island out there. That's Antelope Island right here. All this white, that's salt. That's the Great Salt Lake. And all that salt, that all used to be a lake when I was a kid. So it's dried up that much. Now this lake has been drying up since it was the Great Lake Bonneville, which came halfway up this valley. There are certain places where you can see the ancient seashore that's actually a trail now, quarter way up the foots of the mountains here. So all of this was completely underwater. Even the Antelope Island would have been partially, mostly submerged. You can see about halfway up. You can see where there's a kind of cut. If you can, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you can see where at one time most of those little spikes were all that poked up out of the water. And so it's been shrinking for hundreds or thousands of years, and now it's got city encroaching in on it, and I imagine in a couple hundred more years eventually that's going to become someplace where houses will be built. I remember as a kid in the 80s though, we had a lot of flooding and that rose up, and all these homes down here in the bottom ended up in a lot of trouble. Even Salt Lake City itself had a lot of water, so they put in these big pumps to be able to pump the water out of the lake on to the other side, and they haven't had to turn them on since because it keeps drying up. Anyway, a little history of the Great Salt Lake. And not only is it the places you can go and the things you can see, but the places you go with. That cute little girl, I gave her a camera, and she is just there, just taking a picture of every wildflower, every neat rock, and she's trying awfully hard to get a picture of a butterfly. I think she got a picture of a chipmunk and a squirrel, and so I think she's going to be turning into a photographer here. We'll see whether she's got the gumption to stay that way, but this was worth coming in the mountains today. Alright, looks like there's a Parish Creek Loops and there's a sign for a Jeep, so we're gonna go since we're in a Jeep. Should we go down to Jeep Road?
Sure.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't recorded. What are you?
I'm tilted.
You're tilted?
Yes.
Tilted which way? Sideways?
That way.
Sideways? You don't know
That
what
way.
sideways is. You wait till we get sideways.
We're gonna break the mirror. Are you saying you're gonna break the mirror?
No, I'm not saying we're gonna break anything. I'm just saying that you don't know what sideways is yet. We need to get you in with nobody in the buggy and he can put you sideways.
Yeah, I don't want to go with nobody. Well, I don't want to go sideways.
There's a few potholes through here.
My precious camera must be safe.
Yeah, protect your camera.
It's my baby. I must protect it at all costs.
Woo.
Did you just hit a tree?
The tree hit us.
Ow. Bad tree, bad.
It could have got out of the way. Oh, okay. Right or left? What do you think?
Up.
Up?
Just start floating.
All right. Because we could go down that way.
Actually, I went down.
Down looks funner, doesn't it?
Down.
All right, let's go down.
Looks like we're heading down to who knows where.
Yeah, down looks a lot funner.
And bumpier. Don't drop your phone.
I'm not going to drop my phone. I'm just watching my wheel go over a rock. Make sure I don't run over that sign. We good?
You're good.
All right. Wonder where this goes. I've never been down here before. Good thing we got your phone.
Yep, I'm at 88%. It's at 11% lower than when you left. Because it was at 99% when we left.
Oh, yeah.
It's exactly 99%.
It's kind of a fun little trail. Just for an outing. Oh, kind of a hairpin right here. Let's see if we can keep this tree out of the cab. Keeps getting narrower and narrower. Oh, we got a little water down here. Got a little creek bottom. So what did you say when you saw the Jeep coming out of there?
The Jeep has emerged from its hibernation.
So, yeah, that was kind of overgrown a little bit coming through that little wash. And so if you're going to come down here, the Jeep's fine. You can get through with no problem. It's just a matter of whether you're worried about a paint job, because the sides are coming in. They're going to give you a little bit of some pinstriping, but if you don't mind that, it is a great little Jeep trail. It's too bouncy to get good footage.
They're trying to take over. Ah! I got hit.
bouncy.
It's gonna be hard for good footage.
Maybe if I crawl it. It's not as fun without bouncing.
Whee! Tree, tree, tree! Trying to eat me. The tree tried to eat me.
Well, it was right about there that the battery died on the camera, and so that's all we were able to show you. We were pretty much done with the trail. We just came down off the mountain. We had a good time together on our little daddy-daughter date. Now remember, this is your old buddy, Mr. KrawlZone, reminding you, don't just live life, live epic. We'll see you next time.